Hello everybody, this is DZ Maven here, and today I got something special for you here. I normally don't do unboxing videos because sometimes I find them a little boring, but I will kind of do them for something I consider particularly noteworthy. So, I think today I have something noteworthy for you guys. So, as you can see here, I have the Master Grade DO. If you don't know, this is one of the largest and probably one of the two most expensive Master Grade kits that are out there you can get, excluding any sort of P-Bandai nonsense here. So this guy is big. The kit itself is pretty big. It's close to the same size as the Sazabi, but the box is just enormous for this thing. It's basically the same size as a perfect grade box. And it's probably one of the few Master Grade boxes that is printed on all four sides of it. So I figured I'd probably show it off a little bit here for you guys here. This kit goes for 12,000 yen, which is close to $120, close to that. So the only other kit this kind of ties with is the Master Grade Phoenix Gundam, which is really only expensive because it's gold plated. The O is expensive because it's just big. That's all. So anyway, I'll let you look at the front of the box here. Pretty nice artwork on the front here. Have to kind of reach over here in front of the camera here, pretty far here to grab this here, but as I turn around you can see there's the side box here. And the back of the box we have this here. We have a nice little display of the fully completed kit, along with a little posing here with the Master Grade 2.0 Zeta there in the background there. And showing a little bit of details of the kits here. The big beam rifle comes with the sub arms and internal detail of the legs, and a few little shots of the anime at the bottom there for you here. On top of the box here, as I flip it over, camera down, light. As you can see there, we got another shot of the O, but here is kind of in a blue glowy color, so sort of like the psycho field around it, sort of look with that here. And I believe there's something on the bottom here. At the bottom we have more details about the kit on the bottom here. Completed kit, the weapons, beam sword, beam rifle, more shots from the show of Scirocco and the O. Some of these are shots from the movie versions of Zeta Gundam, which have the new anime cells in it. And we have the markings, gimmicks, and retail price 12,000 yen. So anyway, let me get this guy opened up here and take a look at the runners here. So this guy opens up just like a perfect grade box from what I'm aware of. You gotta open it up on one side, like so, and slide the contents out. Let me get open. Just like that. I also forgot to mention this guy's got a carrying handle on the top because it's so big. Anyway, there is the inside of the box here. So, I did pull the manual out earlier just to kind of look through it here, but you do get the nice manual of the O in the older Master Grade style. Very yellow. And nice shot of it on the box here, and here's the manual. Here's the inside shots of the manual here. Psycho Battle. And end of Griffios War. It should be Grips War, but you know Japanese and their silly misspellings of English there. Painting guide, action poses, gimmicks here. Mono Eye does move, but the head's pretty small from what I've seen. Cockpit does open up pretty nicely here with Patimus Scirocco on the inside there. Lots of little red cabling throughout the kit here. And a big beam rifle, and of course those sub arms, and lots of nice little internal detail here. Give you a comparison of some of the other Griffios War kits here. The Master Grade Zeta 2.0, the old Master Grade Hyakushiki, not the 2.0 there. So probably posing with the new one here, and the old Master Grade Jubilee, which of course we don't have a new version of yet, but maybe someday we will. Okay, here. So I figured I'd start with showing you a little bit of the stickers here. Here's that thick plastic sticker here. Again, it's pretty thick here. You can feel it right through there here. So these will go on the beam rifle. From what I understand, they cover the seam lines, which is actually this is a pretty clever idea here. I don't know why Bandai does not do this more often. Maybe they thought this was too expensive. Maybe they don't think this is worth it here. But I think this is probably going to turn out pretty good because this is the same color as the gunmetal plastic on the kit here, and they seem pretty fixed. So you probably could paint over these if you want to. So I don't think that'll be a problem. So pretty neat. We'll see how that turns out here. We do get your dry transfers here. Lots of dry transfers here, including a nice VO right there here, and some Earth Federation symbols there too, in addition to the Titan stuff there. So pretty nice here. Not too bad on a dry transfer, just a lot of lining stuff. As big as this kit is, I don't think this is going to be too much of a trouble to apply. And we do have our stickers here, lots of stickers here. They're okay. We have this thing here. Again, I don't think anybody really knows what this is. Looks like some sort of digital camo pattern or something, but I have no idea where that's supposed to go in the kit here. I don't think anybody knows. Alright, so first runner here is the A plate here, and like I said before, this has a lot of the torso parts. It has this dark blue color here and the green, including the clear parts here for the visor and the mono eye. And the mono eye is like really tiny for such an incredibly big kit here. It's I want to say it's smaller than the mono eye that's on the Sananju kit. It's like really tiny. You could almost pass for a high grade size mono eye. There's the visor and much more cabling. The hand covers, Papimus right there. Standing and seated figure there. Nice big piece of the torso there here. So yeah. And runner B is this huge runner of big giant yellow pieces here. There's the butt piece again with the thruster that goes on it. These are some wings that kind of are on the back, the backpack, the skirt armor, backpack, and that little tall headpiece right there. So yeah, it's pretty big pieces here. Runner C here has the beam rifle on it. It's a pretty big beam rifle. Looks like it'd probably be a little bit, maybe about the same size as the Master Grade Gundam, maybe close to that size when it's all together, I think. And we got little pieces for the thrusters on the kit here. A lot of these have to be kind of a green color on the inside from what I've seen here, so I'll try and paint that in. But yeah, some nice more gunmetal color here throughout the kit here. There's mostly thrusters in the beam rifle here. And D plate, which is more internal frame stuff. On here we do have the hand pieces here. This looks like the 2.0 style hands. You got your 3-finger piece there, which is all together along with all of the individual index fingers. And this is inside of the torso, front and back side, I believe. And some upper leg pieces, I think that's what that is. The hip. And the back side of the front skirt armor, I believe that's what that is there. So some more of that gunmetal color there. Alright, for runner E, we actually get 2 runners of E here. This is E1 here. This has the skirt armor and the... actually, it's mostly leg armor here, not skirt armor here. Probably a few pieces for the arms on here, but some nice big parts here with lots of cutouts on them. And E2 is just the same thing, just minus some of those upper leg pieces that we saw. So, again, kind of a nice banana yellow color here, by the way. And F runner, more yellow pieces here. These are arm parts mostly from what I can see here. We got the shoulder right there here, and we got the pieces for the beam sabers right there. 1, 2, and the tips of the beam sabers right there here. Yeah, just mostly arm parts really. And this is duplicate, same thing. So we got 2 runners of that. And the G runner here, this is more internal frame. Looks like it's going to be mostly the inside of the legs. We have some really chunky pieces here with some inside framework on them here. I guess these are probably not going to be visible at all. I think those are probably inside the pieces for sturdiness. And we got 2 runners of that. This one's a little different. It has I guess this is the hip joint area right there. G2, same thing, just minus the hip joint right there. So. And H runner, more internal frame in gunmetal again. This mostly looks like the inside of the arms. This is inside the shoulder here. Looks like, yeah, this all looks like internal arm pieces here. So, and get 2 runners of that. 2 runners of the H. Yeah. And eye plate here, it's just 2 pieces on it, just 2 big gunmetal pieces here. This is the back side of the back skirt armor here, and that's the back side of the backpack, I believe, right there. So not too much on the other side of them, just whatever. But some okay detail on it. It's pretty flat looking, so. But I guess if you want to paint the entire kit, you probably could do some nice little detail painting here on these little circular parts and these little cables that are right there. So. And the J Runner more gunmetal pieces here, and these are for the feet, bottom of the feet right there. And these are the insides of the skirt armor, which does have some detail on the inside here. Skirt armor, not skirt armor. This is just the leg. These are the leg pieces here. I'm sorry. Yeah, the inside of the legs, and they got some nice little detail on the inside of them. So if you want to paint it up and detail it, you certainly could. Probably look really nice. And we got some more various little thruster pieces here on there, which will probably have to have some green paint on the green paint detail on the inside of them there. And we get two runners of these. They're identical, same thing. And the K plates here. This is this red hosing pieces here. This is actually more of a flexible plastic. It's not the hard plastic here, so they can bend a little bit here. They can give a little bit. So these ones are probably going to go on the inside of the legs, like I mentioned before here, and these are probably going to just be guides for the individual links that you have to put on. But yeah, this mostly flexible cables. That's really all it is, including one piece right here, which I'm not really sure what it's for here. Maybe just a detail piece, I guess. K2, same thing. This just doesn't have these cables up top right there, so you get two of those. And L runner here is our all-time favorite cable links. We get two runners of these here. Don't know what it says up here. And we got these, and I think that says link there. Linku, I guess that's what it is. I guess they have a generic runner for cable links, but they're smaller ones up here and larger ones here. So there are two sizes on here, and you got two runners of these. So have fun with that, or I'm gonna have fun with that, I guess. I'm gonna look at it that way. And lastly, we get our polycaps here. Like I said, these are some pretty big polycaps, but not that much here. So. Interesting here, Polycap PC206 here, and these are from 2010. So I guess they are exclusive to the O. I don't. Here we have our beam saber, just our two beam sabers here. Now people often complain that yes, the O probably should have come with 4 beam sabers or 2 plates of beam sabers. Personally, if I were going to do it, I would probably have some special beam sabers for the O, because what I've seen on some of the line art for the O is supposed to have a thicker beam saber blade on one side, so maybe it should have came with the curved beam sabers, or maybe some stylized beam sabers like that came with the Sananju. I think would probably look nicer, but yeah, this is what band I gave you to work with here, so you just have to scrounge up a couple extra beam sabers from something else here, so. Yeah. Alright, so anyway, that's going to be it for the unboxing of the O. Hope you found it a little bit interesting. It's a pretty... It's kind of a unique Master Grade kit because it's just so big and it's so expensive, and it's just... I don't really know that many people that actually have one, so I think it'll be an interesting build, and it's kind of... It has been kind of on my wish list for Master Grades to get for a long time now, because I do kind of like collecting the Master Grade Zeta Gundam kits here, and this was probably the biggest one that I didn't have, so... I'm kind of glad that I now have it here, and I'll be able to build it here. So, that'll be interesting here. If you've been following my Instagram or my Twitter, you probably know that I'm working on the Master Grade Victory 2 Gundam right now. That should be done soon, and I'll probably have a review of that next week. Like I said, I'm trying to get that done before the month is out here. I probably will have another video after that, because I have passed my 100 subscriber mark now, which is awesome. So I'll have to do a special video for that. I have something in mind for that, so, but I'm not going to tell what it is. So you're just going to have to stay tuned for that. So I hope you guys have a great Memorial Day, and bye-bye. I'll see you next time.